Buckaroos. So I just got off work and my makeup is still intact and looks semi-decent, so I figured I would film a video for you today. So today I thought I would film my top 5 favorite drugstore eyeshadow palettes since I used one of them today for this eye look. Thought it was just a good time to film because I have time to kill and I still look decent, so here we are. So if you want to know what my top 5 favorite affordable eyeshadow palettes are, just keep watching. So I am going to start off with my honorable mention. This eyeshadow palette to me is just near and dear to my heart. This was the first like real eyeshadow palette I ever bought. A little busted, as you can see. Like it's a little broken. Seen better days. That's all I gotta say. So this is an E.L.f. palette. I believe this is part of their little black book collection. I will link down below the actual link for it. I do not remember the proper name for it. As you can see, this palette comes with an array of different neutral colors. 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 times 8 is 36, right? 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 2 is 32. So 4 times 8 is 32. 32 colors in here. There are 32 colors in here. They range from mattes to shimmers and more metallic colors. As you can see, they go from very fair up in this area, deep blacks down in here. I just really like this palette when I first started doing my makeup, not like a baby raccoon or getting into makeup. I've had this palette probably 4 years now and I still reach for it from time to time. It's just a great palette. The colors blend decently well, and I think it's like 10 bucks. So this is just a great everyday palette. Use the crap out of it, basically. I had this for so long, and this was the only eyeshadow, like, real palette I used, and I got so many different looks out of this. It's great, it's versatile, it's a little bit more compact and smaller than a Morphe palette, so it's easier for travel. This still fit in my makeup bag. So I really like this palette, and I kind of feel sad that I don't use it. The only reason it missed the top 5 is because there's more shimmer colors in it than I would prefer. NYX Ultimate Warm Neutrals palette. This palette has 16 colors in it and they're obviously all warm colors. This retails at Ulta for $18, which is a little pricey for drugstore, which is why this palette is only number 5 on my list. I think the colors blend really well. I think they have a nice variety of colors. I love that there's not a matte black in this. The darkest color here is like a matte purpley brown. I really like the shimmers. There's not too many shimmers. There's a good amount of mattes, but the price point for drugstore is pretty high. $18 is kind of a lot, so that is why it is number 5, but this blends like a dream and it's a great way to get into warm colors. My friend Emily actually bought me that palette as a way to branch out and get into warm, so this is a good find. Also, if you're ever going to buy that, make sure you go to Ulta when the NYX eyeshadows are like buy one, get one 50% off, because girl, save yourself some money. Number 4 on my list is the Jessie's Girl Backstage collection, and this is in the natural nudes color. As you can see, mine's a little messed up. I got this at Rite-Aid. It normally retails for, I believe, $6. I got mine for like $3.40, girl, because it was already on sale, $1 less, and then the only version of this color they had, it was all jacked up. And I told the girl, I was like, I need a discount because that's all jacked up, and she was like, oh, I'll give it to you for like $4. And I was like, yes, girl, yes, yes, yes. So this was like $4, $3, something like that. I really like this palette. It doesn't blend the best, but it's good to take traveling or just to have as a nice neutral kit in your collection or everyday workwear. Because honestly, for work, I don't need the best eyeshadows to blend. I work with 80-year-olds who gives a shit, none of them. Half of them can't see anyway. Plus, when I'm going to work, like, I'm just lazy, so this is great. All these colors here are mattes, and then we have some super shimmery colors, and then some, like, kind of shimmery colors, and this one is also a matte. It just blends really well. The shimmers have really good pigmentation on them. I've also used them as highlighters, and for my skin tone, these colors are just great for a simple everyday look or a smokier look. I can do so many different looks with this that are neutral and not overwhelming for work, so this is great, and it's a great affordable price. The only downfall is Jessie's Girl really is only at Rite-Aid, so you'd have to go to a Rite-Aid. And for me, living in Denver, that's like 25 minutes away. Also, I've learned that Rite-Aids in like weird neighborhoods tend to always have the best sales on makeup and have like those limited edition makeup, like Wet n Wild highlighters everyone was going bananas for 2 years ago. Found them at this real sketchy Rite-Aid near my house in Baltimore, so holla at you east side, you know. My top 3 favorites, I didn't rank them necessarily 1, 2, 3 because I like them all for different reasons and I really couldn't pick one that was my top dog. So I'm just gonna list my next top 3. I'm gonna go in with the number 3, but it's not like my third from the favorite, you know, is the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. This has 6 colors in it. And you can get this at Walmart, Walgreens, any drugstore for about $5. I actually picked one up at Walmart for $2.50 a few weeks ago and was like total boner over that because that's a good deal. This has been in Wet n Wild's collection for, God, maybe 10 years. It's just recently, I feel like, getting a lot of attention in the YouTube world. The only downfall is that every color in here is a little shimmery, so we can like throw it back to Erica circa, you know, 2007 when I would have shimmery colors up to my brow bone and then just shimmery colors all over my face. So this is great. The best color by far in this palette is this one right here. You can see it gives like a blue cast, but then it also casts kind of like a browny green. It's a really nice duochrome color and I like it a lot. Black and brown red right here is really nice too. I think you can do simple looks with this. It's great to have as like a throw-in with your mattes to do some pop of color and some fancy. So this is a really good find and it's great, and I think it's wonderful for a high school age student and affordable for them to branch out, practice in your room with the darker colors so you don't go to school looking like a raccoon or like you learned how to do your makeup from, you know, a zombie or something like that. Next one is the BH Cosmetics and Shaaanxo palette. This is the palette I used today for my eye look. Here are the colors. This palette is very similar to the Makeup Geek and Manny MUA collab. They came out just about the same time as well. This palette has a nice array of matte and shimmers, satiny kind of colors. Today I used this color as a base. My transition was this color here. The terracotta is in my crease. The main part of my eyeshadow is this like duochrome color. It's similar to the one in Comfort Zone, but more of a green brown and less reflective, but this is a really good palette. This color right here makes a great highlight. I have it in my inner corner. This palette's just really neat and versatile, I think, for everyday or mixing it up. And then on the other side of the Shaaanxo palette, as we all know, is the lipsticks. You can see I haven't really dug into the lipsticks very much. The more and more I have this palette, the more I wish it was just the eyeshadows and the price be like $7.50 rather than the $14 that it is with the lipsticks. It's just very bulky, as you can see. It's great that there are mirrors on both sides so you can do your makeup and not have to move that around. But for me, the lipsticks are just kind of a waste because I own so many lipsticks. I don't need these. Also, these are in pans, so you either have to use your grimy little finger and put it on your lips, or you have to get a makeup brush out. And let's be serious, when I'm trying to get ready for work or someone's trying to get ready for school, are you gonna line your lips and then get a brush out and do your lipstick? No. And you're not gonna carry this with you in your purse to touch back up. So it's kind of like, for me. The lipsticks are really pigmented and nice. The 2 nude colors are just phenomenal, but for me, I just wish it was the eyeshadow and half the price. You can find this palette not only on BH Cosmetics online, but these are now in Ulta, so that's a great find. I think the palette is better suited with the lipsticks for someone who is just starting out, high schooler or a girl, you know, wants to just throw some lipstick on for class and will be back later and can touch up with this same thing later in the day and not carry it around. I think it's a great palette. It's a good way to learn on, and it's very sturdy. So that's that. If I had to pick one that is my favorite drugstore eyeshadow, it would be the CoverGirl TruNaked Roses palette. Mine has gone through a little bit of some deformity with that second color, but that's okay. I owned the Naked 3 palette for about 2 hours. Someone bought it for me as a gift. I didn't really like it. I had practiced using it on some friends, Naked 3, and I just felt like the glitter colors fell all over my face. I felt like for the price point, it just fell so flat. So I returned the Naked 3 palette and got something else, and I bought this as a dupe instead. I love this palette so much. I never really used pinks or rosy colors until I bought this. I used to just be very bright colors or very nude. This has really helped me expand my color horizons, and the transitions on this are amazing. This color right here and then this one right here are just so blendable, so romantic and soft and just beautiful. I think the formula on these are a little powdery, but they blend well. You just have to make sure you're very light-handed and then tap them out. But I like this so much better than the Naked 3, and it has similar colors. The shimmer color right here is so reflective and bright and wonderful. It's great for the inner corner. And then these dark colors down here do have some pink glitter, but the glitter doesn't get all over your face and it's not obnoxious, so I really like that. This retails for about $12, but I would always recommend finding a coupon or a sale when you're getting any sort of cosmetics at the drugstore. I hope you guys enjoyed my top 5 favorite drugstore affordable eyeshadow palettes. I will link them all down below so you can find them at stores online or get an idea where you can find them in person. I recommend for anything that you can find at Walgreens or Rite-Aid, see if you can find it at Walmart as well, because it's usually less expensive, and always make sure you're using a coupon because girl, you need to save some money. I think that these palettes are great for someone starting out, someone on a budget, or like me when I first became a makeup junkie. I was in high school and my parents were like, nah, we ain't paying for that shit. You can look like a mongrel all the time, and if you want to make your face not look like your face, girl, you need to pay for that with your babysitting money. So for me at that age, a $12 eyeshadow palette, I would have been like, ugh. That's half of my babysitting money from one job, and I'd be like, oh, but I love it, but it's so expensive. If you guys want to see more of these top 5 videos, just let me know, and I will catch you later, guys. Bye! Alright, my boob itches. Oh, you can't see my boobs, cool. Well, because I don't got none anyway. Okay. Well, it just fell apart, so we're just gonna work with this side. Oh my god, now my battery's low. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm not dealing with no more of this bullshit. Anyway.